Hey guys, HappyCattyCrypto here and welcome back to the channel. So before we get into this, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications bell, drop a like, drop a comment. It's really going to help us out and it's going to help you stay informed. So with crypto, you really just don't know what's over the horizon. You don't know what's over that next hill and you really don't know what's coming the next day. And crypto changes on the dime. And what is a very, very common situation is a lot of people in crypto don't actually like change. They don't like to be unaware of things that are going on. And this is why you have to just stay on top of everything. And you've got to kind of monitor all of these different situations. For a while, we've been following the court case, and I've explained many times throughout this court case that we've got all of these manifestos, we've got all of this proof of all of these different assets, but the one thing that wasn't listed in those court documents was the LFG funds. And it's a really interesting situation. Now, a lot of those funds was BTC, and that was used to supposedly defend the peg. Throughout the court case, that was proven that they did in fact take that BTC to defend the peg, but more or less it was wasted. So like I was saying, you've really got to monitor these things. And as it stands, the LFG wallet itself has more or less become active in a sense that they've begun speaking out on Twitter. And this is really important for everybody to understand, because this for me is 50-50. I'm not going to give an opinion on this. I'm just going to give a perspective from both sides. Okay. So firstly, let's read through this. So this is Luna Foundation Guard. This is the official Twitter account. So to enhance security of LFG funds, LFG is set to transition assets held in the LFG multi-sig wallets to a robust direct custody solution in the coming days. Second, assets in the following LFG wallet will be migrated. So as you can see, we've got an Avalanche BSC wallet, and the new wallet address will be this one for both Avalanche and BSC. And to maintain transparency and traceability, the LFG funds will remain trackable on the LFG reserves dashboard. So this is a very interesting situation, because what I'm going to do, I'll play the Stillman first. If I was to look at this and say, okay, they're doing this specifically and they've stated they're doing this specifically, so we know the intention of why they're doing this, and it's to enhance security. What they've decided to do is, instead of using a multi-signature wallet, which requires multiple people to sign the transaction, which is much safer, into a direct custody solution, being an individual wallet that one sole person has direct custody over. So what do you think, from the Stillman position, is safer and more secure? Is it safer and more secure to have a multi-signature wallet where you need multiple people? Or is it safer to just have one guy that you trust with 100% with everything? Let me know in the comment section what you think. So now I'm going to look at this from a very positive kind of over bullish perspective. And I would say to myself that we're going to see a lot of movement. And this is going to create a lot of energy because LFG has just become active. And this isn't just in a time where they're being active, but also TFL and Chris Amani have both tweeted today. And Chris stated he would be dropping an update very soon and getting everybody up to speed, so to speak, on what's been going on. So these are all very interesting developments. And of course, this has an effect on the price. And from what I can tell currently, it's having a positive effect. So some people are like overly bullish on this. I'm 50-50. Like I said, I don't really have an opinion on this. I've just got perspectives. Now, if you can take this and you can bundle it up into a very bullish scenario, then that's probably the best thing we can do moving forward for our blockchain. Because these funds have become active, these were initially there for the OG chain, not the new chain, the OG chain. And what everybody needs to understand is these funds aren't included in any of those court documents. So it's really interesting. So this is the link that they've provided. You can see absolutely everything in here. As you can see, 1.97 million AVAX. They've got 1.85 billion UST. They have got 39K BNB, 313 BTC. You know, these are serious amounts of funds that are going to move, aside Luna, of course, and then USDC. So these are a serious amount of funds that are going to be moving through the system. Ultimately, this is bullish for the overall crypto market cap because everything, creating movement, volume, coins are doing stuff. This is kind of the concept behind why volume's generated and created. And if, for example, you think that having 90% of your supply staked and everybody doing absolutely nothing with their coins would be the best scenario you could have, it would be the worst scenario you could have, and it would more than likely kill a chain. I've seen it many times with these micro cap coins that want to be utility coins, and they've got 60% of the supply staked and everybody's there just selling out their rewards, killing the price as those buys come in. This is all really important stuff to me. I think we're going to see a positive response in the community. I think we're going to see a positive response overall. What would be very important, and for the sake of transparency, right, is who is going to be the sole direct custodian over these funds? Because like I said, all of this has come from the original chain. So TFL themselves say they run a not-for-profit system. This was all stated in the court documents. And if anything, right, and this is me once again being the overly kind of LUNC maxi perspective, and I would say to myself, well, that BTC should either be used to make the original UST holders whole. Those were allowed to buy in probably afterwards to try and restore the peg, because yes, that did happen, and yes, people did answer the call, even though we've got a lot of very kind of I wouldn't say stuck up Luna holders, which are like, you know, we got burned really bad and what do we care about you guys? But it's not fair that they did put out those tweets saying, you know, steady lads, deploying more capital, i.e. defend the peg. Even though they did ask people to defend the peg and they were sending out calls and people answered it. I think there's a lot of people that could be made whole by this. And by doing that, you could restore some kind of trust, right, back into the overall ecosystem, which is Terra itself. Because under Terra, you've got Terra Classic, you've got USTC, you've got Luna, and you've got all of the different assets that are listed under these blockchains, obviously being L1s. You get all sorts of different things launching off of it, which is the benefit of having an L1, of course. So with all of this being said, right, what do I expect to happen? I really don't know at this point, because I don't know who the custodian is. I don't know what the true movement is behind these funds, because it can't be for security. I just don't understand. It does, to me, it makes no sense from the stillman position. Obviously, from the bullish perspective, you can kind of toss and turn with it. So like I was saying, if you look at the price right now, we're still moving up on that trend line I was going through earlier today, and we're sort of seeing a slightly bullish reaction coming through on the charts. But let me know what you think about all of this. I'm going to be doing a lot of tracking of all of these funds. I'm going to be watching them carefully, and I'm going to be trying to dig deeper into who this direct custodian is. It's going to be very important for our blockchain moving forward to see what happens with those funds, because either way, it can be used in a positive light for our chain, whether they use them in a positive manner or they use them in a negative manner, because we all know they've got substantial court fees that are coming up. And I really think that's what Chris Omani is going to be getting to in his next tweets, and sort of saying to the community, look, if you want to still see us moving forward, developing this thing and pushing, we need you to chip in on the court fees, and we need you to kind of support us here and there. I think that's kind of what's coming. I could be wrong. I'm not a psychic. I don't have a crystal ball, and I can only give my opinion and my perspective in that situation. But like I was saying, let me know what you think about all of this. Let me know if you're hyped for all of these funds becoming active again. And let me know if they'll be used for a USTC repeg or something like that. Who knows, right? The SEC might have actually ordered, and very bullish for here, overly bullish USTC maxi for. What if the SEC were like, okay, there's a guideline. We'll give you 50% reduction off of your fines if you restore and repeg UST back to its original $1 state. That would be the most bullish thing that could ever happen to the whole Terra ecosystem, being Columbus 5 and Phoenix 1. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you've been up to. Let me know what meme coins you're investing into. Let me know what videos you want to see on the channel. Let me know what you want to see covered. And other than that, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. And other than that, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.